Hello, this is Diamond Girl Heidi Ortman Sheff from Ortman Jewelry. I'm here with Brian Howie, Pop Populi, and we're here to talk about diamonds, precious stones, and jewelry, everything beautiful and sparkly. And how can you go about getting the best quality for the best value?
Right.
Howie,
And I'm
I'm here to educate you.
as Academy. I have a lot of questions, but I want to start with what you do. So at the
Okay.
30,000-foot level, I guess you're a jeweler.
I'm a jeweler.
But
Actually, what I am
Mhm.
is a concierge jeweler,
Okay.
like a concierge doctor.
So, if I said, what do you do? That's what you do. But concierge jeweler, what do you do? So walk me through both your day, your process, everything from sort of advising to acquisition to design. I mean, there's a million moving parts to what you do.
Yes.
Jeweler's not like you're just say like, hey, you want to buy some jewelry?
Yeah, I don't
It's more
walk
than that.
around with a cone and say, hey,
Right.
you wanna
It's
buy
open.
jewelry?
Hey, you want a bracelet? No,
Yeah.
there's so much more to it, so many more pieces. And I imagine
Correct.
these different facets of your role has increased, and as your knowledge has, as your passion for it has, as the industry has changed, like you have to adapt to know. So walk me through your day and then walk me through like your processes.
Yes. So today, what I do is very different than what I did, let's say, years ago when I was in New York. At that time, people were buying big jewelry, expensive jewelry, big diamond necklaces, big earrings. I was selling things for hundreds of thousands, millions of dollars. And it was awesome. This is late 80s, early 90s into the early 2000s.
Mm-hmm.
As the world shifted, things happened, the market changed. My industry did change also with the internet. So that's all in the past.
Mm-hmm.
Here I am in Boca
It
Raton.
evolved.
It evolved, it shifted, it
Right.
changed. So here I am today living in Boca Raton. All my sources were in New York.
Mm-hmm.
My sources for stones, my little elves that create the pieces.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to really recreate myself here and figure it out. So over the past 5 years, I've been able to do that. So a typical day for me is I work in the morning from my apartment, which is like my office, but I
Mm-hmm.
don't see clients there. In my building, I will see clients
Mm-hmm.
in my lounge.
Okay.
Okay. And I live in Meisner Park. So it's a great location for
Right.
people to come.
Right.
So in the morning,
There's your market. There's your client base right there.
Correct. In the morning, I'm usually working on my phone. I'm talking, texting, emailing clients, my vendors, my jewelers, the people who are creating the pieces. Um, the first thing I need to do is source a stone. If somebody wants the ring, I have to find the stone that they want. The diamond, the ruby, emerald, sapphire.
And there's a internal directory. Are you
No,
Googling it like everybody else?
no,
Are you
I've been
going to the
doing
stores?
this 40 years.
Right.
So I know where to go
You know the guy.
to get, I have my guys. I know where to go to get the best stone at the best price. Somebody asked me today for London blue topaz. That's such a rare,
Right.
unusual stone. It's like a kind of like a royal blue. But I know I have a guy from Brazil who works in New York
So,
who has all these stones, and he had it to a pair of Asher cut 15 millimeter each. So that's like 42 carats
wow.
earrings.
So they're paying not just you for the jewelry and not for just for the information. They're paying you for your relationships, which you have developed over time.
Correct.
Those are the things that have value, and it's knowing how to find it, knowing how to find it for the best price, knowing how to expedite it, knowing how to like, oh, I'm going to call this guy, and if he doesn't have it, he'll know to call that guy.
Right.
Right.
I'm like Sherlock Holmes.
That is the information. That's probably
to get the goods.
fun for you, like knowing that you
fun.
have that.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, they're not going to get this anywhere else. I know how to get this quickly, efficiently, and cost effectively.
Right.
Right.
I have a client who wants a 10 carat sapphire, but she's very specific, from Sri Lanka, which used to be Ceylon.
Mm-hmm.
and she wants it to be a certain type of certificate, and she wants it to be an elongated cushion cut. I mean, so specific.
How much attention do you pay daily, monthly, regularly to the price of gold, to the price of silver?
Oh, every day.
Every day you monitor
Every
it.
day, because it's crazy.
Right. It
That's
is
the other
crazy.
thing I do. I buy gold, I buy silver.
And
So I have clients
both of them
coming
are
to
high as
me.
we record
Yeah,
this.
gold is over 5,000 an ounce. And when I was making, like, little fun jewelry, it was 300 an ounce.
Wow. And silver's at a high too.
Silver is also very high. So all those silver platters and tea sets that were out of fashion and nobody was ever gonna use them, and they're stored in the basement or the pantry, now they're worth money.
Is there a third stone commodity? Is gold, silver, and what? Is there another one?
There's platinum.
Is platinum, or the
There is
platinum?
platinum. Platinum is still high.
It's hot, it's high,
It is still
but people
high.
don't necessarily know that the dollar's not tied to it.
No, but you can sell platinum if you have an old platinum ring, like,
Yeah.
but it would be a sin to sell, like, a beautiful Art Deco ring, in my opinion.
Well,
Mostly in the Art Deco time is when they did platinum.
I don't know. So you wake up, you're drinking your coffee, you're checking the markets, the price of gold, and then you have to you're sourcing as much as selling. Is that right?
Yes.
And um that can be all over the world. You have connections all over the world.
But I try to keep my business local. When I can't do it here, I have much better sources in New York. New York is more of a hub for wholesale the wholesale jewelry business and the jewelers. Like, if
It's
you
still
go
traditionally the old
47th Street, I was
still.
608 Fifth Avenue, ninth floor. That whole building, all the buildings on 47th Street, it's changed tremendously.
So not the little kiosks.
No, the little kiosks are still there.
Still.
Yes.
And
Yes,
and
but that's retail. The
right.
kiosk is retail. I was never retail. I was always an upstairs jeweler where you have to be buzzed in 2 interlocking doors.
Right.
And you could not come into my office unless we knew who you were.
Right. Well,
If you're a stranger off the street, I don't care who you are. You're not getting in.
That's where the
Even
precious
if you
stones could be found.
$1 million, it doesn't matter.
How has technology changed? Does it because inventory obviously is easier to source things, whatever. They know how to do it. Communication, there's some speed in that. Technology in making things has probably helped. Has technology made the cost less though, or does a diamond cost now what it did 10 years ago? Does a diamond ring cost whether it's lab grown to lab grown or natural to natural?
Right. The technology in creating a ring has shifted because we have the digital, the 3D digital, where it can create the setting. I don't do too much of that.
Right.
But I do the digital design, digitally.
Has that made has that trickled down to the cost for the consumer?
So it does make it a little bit less expensive when you do it on the computer.
Okay.
The design versus drawing it out.
Right. I imagine everything. I mean,
Yes.
Back in the day, you were going to be an architect. I mean, I can't even imagine the way computers have changed that. I don't know how the engineering worked.
Even back then, I kind of knew all these drawings and these 3-dimensional things that we're up all night building. It was eventually going to become obsolete. I kind of knew that.
So that's where the imagination comes in, and that's the way the creativity, and that's why they see something. Are there stones, cuts, designs, pieces of jewelry that you're like, this will blow her mind? You probably haven't even thought of it. This is the Heidi collection. These are the things that I think really should get a better spotlight. Are there cuts like that? Are there pieces of jewelry like that? We're going to get into the staples a little bit, but are there things that you're like, you want to really impress her, do this, that are sort of proprietary to you?
There are times when I will show certain special pieces to somebody who I think wants something very unique. Most people, I would say, they wouldn't necessarily think they're traditional, but they have, a set. They want a round, they want an emerald cut, they want a diamond tennis necklace. I mean, those are the staples that 80% of my business is that. Um, I prefer the unique pieces that's more vintage or antique, and it's a little bit different. It's one of a kind. So I always tell people if you want to invest in jewelry,
Right.
don't invest in a diamond, invest in a vintage signed piece. What a signed piece is means that it was designed by, and I wish Heidi was one of the names.
Investing in the artist.
You're investing in the artist. So Cartier, I'm sure you've heard of Cartier.
Sure.
All new Cartier to me, like the bracelets that everybody's wearing, those are expensive, and to me, it's boring.
Mm-hmm.
What's interesting is Cartier from the 1920s. So a
Harry
vintage.
Winston is the oldest of the big
So
ones?
Harry Winston's been around a long time. Then there's also Van Cleef and Arpels, but there's so many. There's
Tiffany?
there's Boucheron, there's Vidura. There are certain, they're called houses, designers who have been designing since the early 1900s.
Wow.
And that to me is priceless. Those pieces that are a signed piece or a beautiful vintage piece, even if it's not signed by a designer house,
Mm-hmm.
that is one of a kind and unique, is so much more valuable than a Cartier love bracelet or a Van Cleef Alhambra necklace that everybody is wearing.
But
Boring.
the little blue box has
Expensive
value.
and boring.
The little blue box has value on its own, right?
Tiffany, yes. So my girlfriend,
She knows it's Tiffany.
my girlfriend just got engaged. He bought her a 3-carat. Okay, see this ring?
Mm-hmm.
That's my trois et moi. This is 3.5 carats. The emerald cut. He bought her a 3-carat emerald cut for $125,000 at Tiffany's.
Can I go to, I can go to a Barnes and Noble and see a book I like and then order it on Amazon.
Correct.
Can I go into one of these? Can I go into Tiffany's or Harry Winston or whatever and see something that I like and send it to you and you will track it down?
Of course.
So
and if you buy a natural diamond, it's going to be expensive, but it's not going to be a Tiffany 125,000 expensive.
Right. You're paying a little bit. You're paying for the brand.
For the stamp and the blue box.
Right.
And can I tell you?
Can't wear the blue box on her finger.
Sold to Harry Winston. We sold to Cartier. We sold to Tiffany. It was our jewelry.
Right.
Ortman, Ortman and Sheff. We've been around 127 years, 126. And it's our jewelry. It's our stone. We made the ring. We send it to Cartier. We send it to Harry Winston. We send it to, they stamp it.
Right. So you're getting it pre-stamped.
Well, no, we make it.
No, I mean the consumer. If I'm buying it from you. You're basically intercepting it before it gets to there and goes up by 70%.
Correct. So let's say we have it for $50,000. We give it on consignment to Tiffany's, to all those stores up and down Fifth Avenue.
Right.
We give it to them for $50,000. They mark it up to $175,000.
So you're getting the design, you're getting the expertise, you're getting the jewels. You're just not paying a premium. It's one more step down the line. You're not paying the markup.
You're not getting the blue box. You're not getting the Cartier red box.
Right.
But I'll find you a red box.
Right. She can't wear the red box on her finger.
A lot of people like the status.
Well, do they? They're like, oh, yeah, he got it from Tiffany? I don't think that's...
yeah.
Does that come up?
Oh, yeah.
Do I have to tell her where I got it?
Yeah, he bought it at Tiffany. This is a special cut from Tiffany.
I'm going to say I got it from my personal jewelry concierge. I think that sounds better.
Right, you get me.
And I get you. It's not some cranky old guy who...
You get to work with me one-on-one. You get to tell me. You get to text me at 11 o'clock at night.
See, I think she'll be more impressed by that. I think that when she's like, this is who I got it from, I think they're going to be more impressed by that.
How about you? Who do you want to work with?
That's true. That's why I would want to work with you.
You're buying it.
Right. I would want to work with you because A, you're going to ask me the questions. If I walk into a jewelry store, like I feel like I've gone too far down the line without getting the information I need. And I feel like they're going to sell me what's right in front of them. And you're going to be able to make the calls and do that and really ask me the questions that kind of understand what I want and what she ultimately will want.
Right.
There's value in that.
And most of those salespeople that work
Yeah,
in the store, they
right.
were hired a week ago.
I'm going to get a better cruise if
They
I work with a travel
know
agent.
they know nothing.
They
The
know
people
nothing.
behind the counter know nothing. The people who own the store
Hmm.
know and understand.
But I'm not getting them.
I mean, maybe you are if you have a relationship with them.
I'm getting a rep.
Yeah,
But
it's
you also know how to talk to the owner of the store.
of
You speak the
course.
language of the
Of
owner of the
course.
store.
Of
Right.
course, because I've always been selling jewelry, diamonds, precious stones, and I've worked with the owners of the stores because I've given them jewelry to put in their store.
Right.
I would say sometimes 50% of the jewelry in the store is not owned by the store. It's given on consignment
How often
from the
do
wholesale dealer.
I mean, obviously trends change in the world. Are a lot of jewelry trends coming from, reality television? Kardashians put it on, Oscars red carpet. What is
Yes.
it?
Yes, a lot of time it's a show.
It's a show.
Yes, during this one show, she was wearing a diamond tennis necklace, and everybody wanted the diamond tennis necklace.
Uh,
Reese Witherspoon
Reese
in the morning
Witherspoon
show.
in the morning
She
show.
was wearing it in the morning show.
Right.
A little tiny one that she was layering with gold, and everybody loved that. So I was selling a bunch of those. And then people I haven't seen it yet, but people keep talking about the jewelry on Landman.
Yeah, that's true because they have a lot of money.
Right.
It's Texas. It's a little over the top. It's a little showy. It's very, in your face. Yeah.
And that's how my grandfather made all his money.
Oh, really?
He would, and I don't know how he figured this out. This is before my time. He would take a suitcase filled with jewelry. He'd go down to Texas, and he had these connections of all these rich Texans who had just got like millions of dollars from oil. They struck oil.
Bigger's better.
Yeah. And they like big, really big.
There's also a lot of, obviously jewelers in Vegas because there's a lot of impulse buys. Not just to get married, but because you have some winnings and you would buy
Right.
something
You
that
win,
would normally
and you like buy your
Yeah.
girlfriend or your whoever she is.
whoever she's with that day, weekend, night, hour.
Yeah.
Yeah, jewelry is what speaks to people, and it's amazing. Me as a man, how we know that the women love it. We know the basics, the things like, but I think we need to educate ourselves. Even if you're going to be going out into the dating pool and you're trying to impress your date early with your knowledge of wine and your knowledge of jewelry, you will seem a lot more impressive than your knowledge of fantasy football.
Right. And that's why it's the best thing to work with me.
Right.
Because I know everything there is about jewelry.
Do you?
And I will, in the long run, you'll end up saving a huge amount of money with all the jewelry you have to buy
Absolutely.
for
And
your girl.
this content helps tremendously, but I think, and she doesn't know this, but we're going to be producing some seminars and workshops and materials so people, an educated consumer not only makes your job easier, it makes the result a lot better. And so
Right.
raising these questions, together and finding these answers, I mean, good for him and ultimately good for her.
Absolutely.
How often you get the woman coming directly to you, just cutting out the middleman? Here's the money he's going to give me for the ring. Let's do this together.
So I actually have the woman come to me a lot
Really?
and tell me what it is that they want, whether it's the ring, the diamond tennis necklace, the diamond tennis bracelet. They tell me, we figure everything out, and then the man pays.
Well, I think that works.
That's as
See,
involved as it
that
gets.
seems better, though. That seems more
then she-
intimate going to you than sending her into a jewelry store. Saying, let's go meet with my.
Give her a gift certificate.
Give her
Somebody
right.
gave me a gift certificate once. I was
Right.
like,
No, don't do that.
that's
But
so
say, like,
impersonal.
listen, I'm going to set up. Can we take you to brunch? Can we do that? We're going to go to brunch with my jewelry concierge and we're going to figure this out together. That seems awesome.
Yeah.
Can we do that? Is that on the,
Yeah.
is that a possibility?
100%.
And you meet and you share information and she'll be excited by that. She won't feel like you don't know her, pass the buck or whatever. Just walking her into a random jewelry store, that is going to be the case.
Yeah.
There we go.
I met a guy in the jacuzzi at the Boca Resort. We started chatting. He found out I was in the jewelry business. He said, I want to get my wife a 7-carat pear shape with yellow diamond. No, he wanted a yellow diamond.
Mm-hmm.
So I met with the wife and the 3-year-old, and we had lunch, and she was adorable. And then after many conversations, we decided, no, she's going to do the white diamond in the center and 2 yellow pear shapes on the side. And it came out beautiful.
Well, that's where all the deals get done, in the jacuzzi at the Boca Raton.
Yes.
All right. Tell everybody where they can find you, how they can get in touch with you, how they can track you down.
Okay. So Heidi Ortman Sheff. I am in Meisner Park. My website is jortman.com. On Instagram, I'm Ortman Jewelry. And my email address is Heidi Designs with a Z at gmail.com. And once I know you, I'll give you my phone number and you can text me. My clients are texting me up to 11 o'clock at night. I'm a night person. If I can answer you, I will. I get back to people within a couple hours. I'm very on point.
And you look really cool if you have a jewelry concierge in your phone under Diamond Girl.
Yes.
There you go.
Absolutely. Diamond Girl.
You're my diamond girl.